we're taking a trip to spend the week with my grandma.
Buckle up, Gabby cats. It's time to go.
Here we go.
As you can see, we're huge Gabby's Dollhouse.
I can tell. It's awesome.
My daughter is 7 and we love everything Gabby. So we cannot wait to, have this movie come out where we can see you on the big screen. So thank you guys so much for taking the time, first of all, today.
Of course. Thank you for having us.
So I have to start off, my kids are blessed to have very special relationships with both of their grandmas. So for me to kind of get to see like generational gifts and legacy and some of these things curated on screen, it was just so special. And Gloria, it's no wonder to me that they would have you step into this role, because it just seems like you have such a natural, great relationship with your grandson, and family is always first. So maybe talk to me about the importance and like why you stepped into taking on this role.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly why I was drawn to this role. I'm really picky about what I choose to do, because I'm doing so many things that you have to devote a lot of time. And when I read the script and I saw the relationship with the grandmother and Gabby, and my grandma was my hero, my grandson is the joy of my life. So it was just a natural for me. And I think we just need ways to be able to express. I love that the kids can jump up and down and sing and dance in the theater, which is something we usually are not allowed to do. You always have to be so quiet. So for the kids to just be able to explode with excitement, I love that idea. And it's got a beautiful message, which is you got to keep alive that inner child that sees all possibilities, that sees magic as commonplace, and that, you never get too old to play. And I was thrilled to be a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. And Laila, I loved getting to see you in this capacity. We're so used to being in your room. I mean, maybe even like your character, stepping out into locations and interacting with others, that curiosity and wonder. What was that like for you?
It was really exciting, to be honest. I've always kind of wondered, I was like, man, are we ever going to see Gabby outside of her bedroom? And we did, and we also got to see, her grandma. We saw family. I think it was so exciting for me to act with other real life people. I think I got kind of used to just looking directly at the camera, and the camera was my co-star and my friend that I would imagine I was talking to someone. But being able to play off real people was really fun, and it was getting to explore Gabby as a character and see a wider range of emotions as well, which we haven't really seen in the show. She's always very, positive, and the one that the Gabby cats look up to for advice, for leadership. And seeing her in this way where, she has moments of uncertainty where she gets to look up to someone else, and she gets to see her grandma Gigi bring her comfort and advice. It was really special, and I was just excited to explore her world even more. I was really happy, and to do it with icons such as Gloria, Estefan, and Kristen Wiig was also a really big plus. It was something I was so excited to do.
Kristen brought so much to this movie, not just for the kids, which are going to adore her, but for the adults. Really enjoyable moments, like her sense of humor, just watching her play. Ryan Crago, our director, gave us that freedom, and it was... we're cracking up watching her do that.
Oh my gosh.
The commercial
the
for
kitty
the
litter.
We were dying.
It was funny.
It did have something for everybody. And I love that it stayed kind of in the same vein as the show. Like, you broke that fourth wall and you're still talking to the kids. And
there's no such thing as a fourth wall on Gabby's Dollhouse, really. That's what I always say.
And that you need their help, and that at any age they're dependable and important. Maybe talk a little bit about how this, creativity of all the different mediums that are used, from, crafting to color to music, are so important in, delivering a fun message.
Yeah, I mean, each room in the Dollhouse is another way to create and have fun. And I think that's one of the great messages in Gabby's Dollhouse is finding new ways to look at, problems and finding new solutions. That creativity is essential in that. And it's something that, I think as kids, we have a lot of. It's a endless flow of imagination, creativity, and I think fostering that and keeping that going as you grow up as well is so important, because, the benefits that you get from that creativity and imagination, they don't go away. It's still so important as you grow older, and that power of play and the magic of, thinking outside the box. It's such a wonderful thing, and it's so helpful in so many ways. And it just brings joy, I think, to the world, and it makes the world a better place. So I'm really glad that the show and the movie can keep that message going, keep it really strong for kids and their parents and the adults in the crowd.
Yes, thank you so much. I think everyone's going to be, pinching on their left and pinching.
I hope so.
Yeah, I've been grabbing Pandy and getting in those theaters. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.